Hello, third grade. There was some question as to how to create graphs or charts, as they're called, on Google Spreadsheets. So I want to go through this step by step with you again so that you can do this on your own. All right. If you look at the bottom of this sheet, it says sheet 1. We want to make 5 more sheets. We need one for temperature, precipitation, humidity, wind speed, and barometric pressure. So look at the bottom left-hand corner of the sheet. You'll see a plus. Click that once, and you see it says sheet 11. Well, for you, it probably says sheet 2. Anyway, make 5 additional sheets. I could always rename this too if I wanted to. I can rename it. I can name it sheet 2. Okay. I want to add another sheet. Another sheet, another one. Another one. Okay. And is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I'll rename these as sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, for those of you who have a keyboard, I'm holding the control key down in order to be able to rename the sheets. Sheet 5. And last one, sheet 6. All right. So go back to sheet 1. That's where all the data is. Now we want to make a graph for temperature. So what you do is you highlight column A. You can hold down the shift key, or you use your finger and you drag over to column B and you highlight all the data. Or in this case, what I'll do is I'll just click here and then click 17 to select just the cells with the numbers. All right. All right, so what I do now, I'm going to copy this. And if you're on a laptop, you just hit edit, copy. Or if you hold it with your finger and tap it, you should be able to copy it that way. Okay, go to sheet 2, which is blank, and you'll see there's a box already highlighted. Just go to edit, paste. Okay, now go back to sheet 1. You notice that temperature's already highlighted. Now what you need to do is also highlight precipitation. So I'm holding the shift key if you have a keyboard, and just go to the bottom and click that to select it. Otherwise, just select the whole thing with dragging with your finger, copy it, edit, copy, go to sheet 3, and paste, edit, paste. All right, we're going to keep doing this with each set of data. Okay, I'm going to now select humidity. Oops. Okay, edit, copy. I think we're now on sheet 4. And paste. All right, that's sheet 1. Highlight wind speed. And copy. Edit, copy. Go to sheet 5. paste. Back to sheet 1. Now we have one more column of data. Select barometric pressure. Go to edit, copy. I go to sheet 6 and edit, paste. All right. So now we've got everything pasted. We have all the data in the sheets. Sheet 2, all we need to do here is select the data like that. I highlight it. I want to go to the top where it says Insert. And I want to insert a chart, which is right here. Just tap Chart. And there it is. Okay, we don't need to do any editing. Let's take that, and you can click on it and shrink it down to make it fit beside your data. And here we have a graph. If you want to change the size, you can click and drag it like that, make it big enough to see. Okay, and there you have weather data for that 2 weeks and a day. Okay, see the dates at the bottom and the centimeters of, or the Celsius changes over time. All right, now let's go to sheet 3. Now you notice the temperature is here. We don't want temperature. So we're going to delete that column. So just select column B, go to edit, go down to where it says delete column B and delete it. Now what we want to do is, like we did with temperature, select the date column and precipitation. Okay, should be in blue or whatever your highlight color is. Go to Insert, Chart, and there we go. You want to set it beside here. Make it small enough so you can fit it on that sheet. And there you go. You can see how the precipitation has changed with time over the last couple of weeks. All right, getting the idea yet? Let's go to sheet 4. Okay, now we're at humidity. We already did temperature, we did precipitation, so we're going to highlight B, and I'm holding the Shift key and C, and we're going to delete those. So go to Edit, Delete, column B and C. We are deleting those two because we already did graphs for both the temperature and the precipitation. Now we want to do humidity. Remember how we did this? We highlight it, and we go to Insert, what? That's right, Insert Chart. Ta-da! And then just move it over. If it fits, great. If not, we can make it a little bit smaller to fit on that page. And there we have humidity. See how it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, and finally gets really high here. Okay, that's done. That was sheet 4. We have 2 more sheets. Go to sheet 5. Okay, it's always the last column we want here. Wind speed. We did temperature, so we highlight that. We did precipitation, highlight that. We did humidity, highlight that. And we want to get rid of them. So go to Edit, Delete columns B through D. And there we go. Highlight the data, the date, and the wind speed. There you go. And we're going to go to Insert. And we're going to insert what? A chart. That's right. There we go. Look at that. So we've got faster, 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 and topped off at 10 miles per hour, or actually kilometers per hour. I think is what we chose. It's a little bit big, so I'm going to shrink it down to make it fit. There we go. That's done. Last one, sheet 6. Again, last column, we want barometric pressure. So we're going to delete the ones we don't want. Select them, edit, and you go to what? You can go down, down, down to delete columns B through E. There you go. Highlight what you want to chart. There you go. Go to, right, and go to right, and there you go. Now, for some reason, the barometric pressure looks flat. And if you look, it's because our values here are set differently. So we're only changing the barometric pressure by, well, it's like 1,000th of a millibar, which is a very small amount. So it's not really going to show up on this type of graph. I can change these numbers on the side to show more of a variation. I go to Edit Chart, and I can change the values here on the side. Don't want to change that. I want to change the edit. So we'll just leave it alone. All right, so pretty much barometric pressure stayed pretty constant. It went up a little bit here, here, and here, here. Went down a little bit, pretty much the same. All right, so that's how you make charts or graphs, okay? So once you've done that, you're done. The next step for you is to be able to look at these graphs and see, well, what do they have in common? What do you see happening over time? It might be helpful for you if you were to create another sheet. So if we had another sheet, in this case, it says sheet 16, but we actually want to change to sheet 7, so you can rename it sheet 7. And what I'm going to do here, I want to put all of my graphs onto one page. So I click that, select it, and copy, edit, copy. Go to sheet 7, and paste it in here. Okay. Let's move it over. I'm going to make it smaller so I can see all the graphs together. Okay. Go to sheet 3. Oops. I'm going to copy sheet 3. Select and edit. Copy. I'll put that on sheet 7. So put it in there, and again, I want to make it small so I can see all the graphs at one time. Okay. Precipitation a little smaller. It's not getting smaller. All right. Okay. Go to sheet 4. Copy. Edit. Copy. Sheet 7. Paste. Edit. I'll show you again. Let's go to edit, paste, shrink it down so you can see it with all the other charts. All right, I think we're on lowest humidity. Now sheet 5. Wind speed. Edit. Copy. Go to sheet 7. Let's paste it. Let's shrink it down. Let's move it. And then we have one more. This one more. Let's arrange this a little bit so I can see them kind of side by side. Sheet 6, last one. Barometric pressure. Copy. Edit. Copy. Paste. And shrink it down. I'm shrinking it down just so we can see all the graphs at the same time. Try to make comparison. In this case, it's kind of hard to see barometric pressure, but we can kind of see it. Basically, we're trying to find if there's any things that we can see between the graphs. Okay? Now, since the data I have in my chart was all made up, we're not going to see any real connections, or what we call trends. Okay? But in real weather data, you should see some connections between, say, temperature and humidity, or wind speed and humidity, or wind speed and precipitation, or humidity and precipitation. So I would like you to look at your highs and lows and see if there's similarities. So if we look here, for example, we can look at precipitation, which on these days here, which is what? Can't really tell, but around this part of the week, the precipitation was pretty high. If you look, the humidity was also high. There's a connection there. Also, during that time, the temperature was not at its warmest. It had dropped down a little bit. Okay, so some connection. There's just a connection between what happened here and what happens here. So I want you to try to make some connections. Okay. All right. So good luck with that. If you are having trouble doing the graph, watch the video again. All right. I'll see you in class.